Hello, my viewers. Welcome to my channel. I'm just repeating my earlier recording, which was talking about Chattels mortgage. I realized that I had not configured my setting just to be able to have a clear video. And I think there's no problem. You can still record a new one and be able to have at least a good or a clearer video for you to enjoy when you're viewing or to appreciate the video. So a chattel mortgage, this is a form of an agreement where the borrower and the lender they agree to use the chattel's mortgage when you are borrowing a facility either from microfinance or a SACCO, or when you are borrowing from a commercial bank. So, but what is now chattel mortgage? A chattel mortgage involves three things, and one of them, we can say, chattel mortgage can be either household assets, or it can be a form of stock, moving stock, and can also be motor vehicles or machines. Probably you can say those are things which can be registered as a chattel mortgage. So now, what does it mean when we talk about chattel mortgage? Chattel mortgage, the first thing is household assets. And now, household assets, these are assets which you use in your home, things which have value, and they can include things like TV, microwave, blenders, fridge, any water pump, or any machine which can be used at home. That can be used, iron box, that can be used as a household or chattel mortgage, and can be registered to give you a loan. So these things are used especially for those people who cannot access the modern kind of commercial banks, or what we call the traditional banks, and they are supposed to register them with the recommended institutions, and you are able to borrow the money with them. So that is the one thing you should know. The other thing is the household assets, or is the cars. For example, a car, or generally a car can be a truck, can be a boat. So those are other things which can be used as securities. And there is a way, for example, a chattel's mortgage, if it is a household or a car, how it's supposed to be registered. Understand? So the other third point is the stock, the moving stock, the goods which you are selling in your businesses. Those are they are also registered in a different way. So especially motor vehicles, you supposed to register with NTSA, but household assets you are supposed to register them with the office of the Attorney General, and by registering with them, you are able to understand that there is also the process which you're supposed to know, especially in the registration, the fees, the time you're supposed to use to register them. Generally, charters mortgages, they're supposed to register them within the 21 days after giving you the loan. For motor vehicles, before you advance the loan, you're supposed to register and join register the vehicle immediately before the funds are given. So there's also that procedure which you need to know as a borrower. So charters mortgage can be used by financial institution uh, to to enable you get the loans. And once those things are registered, you give the bank or the financial institution the interest on the property. That means they don't own the property by getting the assets staying within their warehouses or within their offices. Uh, the advantage also which we can attach to that is that you as a borrower, you are able to use those securities as long as you are paying your loan promptly. So it's not like they will take your things and go and stay with them until you pay your loan. No, 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 no. They register them, but they allow you to use them as times go by. So those are the three things you need to know about chattel mortgage. And the other thing you need to know about chattel mortgage is that uh, chattel mortgage, you are supposed to register. For example, if you have given a co-borrower or you have given what we call the guarantor. They are supposed to swear an affidavit with a lawyer, and they are supposed to go in front of that lawyer, sign that document, and they pay a fee to that lawyer. That fee is different from the fee you pay now to the government, that the duty, the tax, the stamp duty. So those are two different things. You pay a fee to the lawyer, and also you pay the fees to the government to register the chattel mortgage. So that is what you need to know about those things and what happens around there. So the other thing you need to know that is that chattels mortgage, when they are used by the bank, they use them because one, they are easy to use. They are easy to sell when if they have value. And what you need to know is that why do officers come to your home to list down these chattels? You're supposed to know that for you to get the charter's mortgage taken up by the bank, they take them because they are supposed to see them. They are supposed to describe them. You understand? By describing them, it means that you must get, if it is an electronic, it has a serial number at the back of that item. Is a TV, like this computer of mine. It has a serial number. Things like any type of machinery, it has a serial number. It has a color. That is, it has a color. It has sizes. So they are supposed to list down that you are using an LG TV. It's a flat screen. It's a 32-inch or 65-inch or 85-inch, and it is color which. So that's why they normally come to describe that, because when they are trying to sell their property, or if they happen to come to repossess, they are supposed to identify that item as a specific item you gave the bank to register uh, your chattels. So that is very important. The other thing they need, why they come to visit, is to make sure that they are also lending to the right person, because people also have their own problems. You find that somebody wants to lie, and or maybe wants to give the neighbor chattels, and probably they want to come and confirm that you are the real person who is borrowing with them. So that's why we normally come and visit you and confirm that you are the real person who owns. Because generally, when we start repossessing, uh, somebody can say that those are not my goods, those are not my assets, belongs to a neighbor. And it becomes a problem to the bank when it starts recovering its loan. So it's very important for a bank official to come and see what is happening and to confirm for sure those things belong to you. So that's why we normally recommend, or it is recommended by the financial institutions to do that. So I would like also to talk about now the stocks. Stocks can be used as securities, and they are used because they are moving. And it doesn't mean that if we came to your business and found that you are selling, for example, an iron box, the iron box which we found there last year or we found there last month, it will be sold. Is it all right? It will be sold. So it means you replace it with another model which comes in. So at any given point, the bank assumes, or the law assumes, that because they are movable stocks, means that what was found at that time of repossession is what the bank registered as stocks. So they're supposed to consider that, and you're supposed to know that stocks can be used as security, and it doesn't mean that if you registered your stocks and you sold them, ati now unaweza rudi pale useme mulie stock mulichukua bwana, niliuza, so ati kuna ingine. Haiwezekani kama so. Lazima ujue ya kwamba stock ile tulichukua bado ndio inatumika, na ile tutapata wakati ule ulishindwa kulipa, hiyo ndio itatumika kama security by the bank and can be sold to recover their money. So ile jambo ingine unafaa ujue, ofisa anakuja kwako pia kuangalia stock, kwa sababu stock inaweza kuwa dead stock. Unaona, so dead stock iko na mambo mingi, kwa sababu hiyo type hiyo stock, kama ni ile we call the immovable, ama customer wapendi, hatuwezi chukua, kwa sababu hata inaonyesha ya kwamba biashara yako iko na shida na hautaweza kulipa ile security. So bank ifai kuchukua vitu kama dead stock, ama vitu zile una haja nazo pale nyumbani, haiwezekani. So hatuwezi chukua vitu zile tunasema they are rented, ama mtu alikukopesha, tunajua ni ya neighbor yako, ama wewe ulienda ukaleta ng'ombe ya neighbor, alileta kwako akienda safari, umchunzie kidogo, na ndio nataka kupea benki iweze kuchukua kama security. Haiwezekani. Jambo ile ingine, lazima hatuwezi chukua vitu zile tunasema they are perishable. Sasa kama wewe unauza matunda ama mboga, stocks kama hizo hatuwezi chukua, kwa sababu they are perishable. You see, zikichukuliwa siku 2-3 zimeanza kuoza, zimeanza kuharibika, so hatuwezi chukua securities kama hizo kama financial institution. So it's also good to know that. The other thing ile tunafaa kusema is that tunakuja nyumbani kuconfirm yes ni zako, tunakuja kuidentify venye zinafanana, tunakuja kuchukua full description yake, na pia ile ingine nilikuwa nimesahau ni kuconfirm ya kwamba ile value ya ile chombo umetupea. Let me use an iron box. Probably unatumia, or you are using an iron box which has been there for maybe imepitwa na wakati, the fashion or technology has moved, and you want us to use that iron box, especially the long time we used to use a charcoal iron box. Nowadays, nobody will buy that thing, so we cannot use such things. We also supposed to take things which have reserve value, and for sure, if you get those things, they know that in case of any eventuality, they are able to sell them and get their money back. So hiyo ni jambo pia unafaa ujue. So ile kitu ingine Chattels mortgage inatumika na bank ni kwa sababu watu wale wanachukua na Chattels mortgage, income zao ni dogo, biashara zao ni dogo, na ukichukua vitu zile ziko nyumbani, those are the first assets they have ever achieved or they have ever bought in in their lives. So huwezi sema wako na shamba, na hata kama wako na shamba ni wamepewa na baba yao ama babu zao na hawana title deed. So hizo vitu zinatumika sana wakati watu wa biashara ndogo ndogo wanapenda wanachukua deni zao. So the value of those assets is very high because you are taking a security which they have. They don't have anything. So to them is has a lot of value. And kitu ingine tuna bank officers anakuja kuangalia ni kwa sababu hizo vitu zinaweza ziko na market. When you get them, can you able to sell them? Can you transfer them? Ama unaweza uza itoke kwa mtu mkono moja ama ingine, you see. So that is very important to consider. And also the other thing is the validity of that item. Don't take something which has no value, you see, or something which has grounded, or what we call scrap. There are some things we call like scrap, something which has no validity. So you're supposed to take those things. So it's very important to know that. And I think I have mentioned almost every thing which you can take. No, and the other maybe thing I can have remembered is about Chattels mortgage. Uh, you can include it. You can include shares as chattel mortgage. Although chattel mortgage or shares, they are also defined differently, and the process of secure them is different. They can also be listed as those securities which you can give when you are borrowing from a financial institution. So it's very important also to understand that. So I think I've mentioned almost everything which I wanted you to know about chattel mortgage. So thank you very much, and I would like to invite you to my channel. Please follow my subscribe to my channel, follow my like my channel, because that one will also help us in make YouTube make sure that they also reach to the people who want to understand finances, and especially Chattels mortgage. Otherwise, thank you very much and welcome to